So the Drug War DLC ended recently in Grand Theft Auto Online. There's still one more random event that needs to be drip fed into the game. Other than that, all the purchasable content like vehicles and properties, they're all in the game now. That being both cars, the Acid Lab, the 50 car garage that I was waiting for because I ran out of garage space. I wanted to give a garage tour of all the Los Santos Drug Wars vehicles that I purchased. I purchased all the vehicles, including the limited time vehicle. This did take a minute for me to prepare this video. I had to reorganize my garage, restructure it, because I did have other vehicles in this garage. So this garage doesn't serve it entirely for Drug Wars DLC. I actually have vehicles that I purchased recently in this garage. So with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and just jump right into it. Alright, so I tried my best to organize all these cars by release order. So hopefully I got it all correct. So let's go ahead and just jump into it. Alright, so right here is the Annis 300R. This is based off of the Nissan 400Z, or the new Nissan Z. Not much to really say about this. This is a limited time vehicle. You can also make this an Tech vehicle. I have two of these. This one is like my civilian build, then the other one being the Tech vehicle. And yeah, I really do like this color. I originally had dew yellow on it, but then I just changed it to this dark green with like a brownish pearlescent, I want to say. And yeah, I like this car a lot. It's not one of the best Tech vehicles. I think the best Tech vehicle would have to be the Buffalo STX, but great purchase. Hopefully, Rockstar brings this back, so if you guys do want to purchase this vehicle, if you didn't have the chance to purchase it already, you can go ahead and purchase it. But yeah, moving on over here, the Class A Tulip M100. Now, I'm not sure what this is based off of exactly. I don't want to even try to guess. I don't want to look stupid. But yeah, I just made mine as red with a, black stripes. Pretty simple. This isn't even a metallic red. It's just like a classic red. And yeah, I'm pretty sure this was the free vehicle that was promised for the heist challenge. I'm pretty sure this was the free vehicle that Rockstar gave to the community. If that's not the free vehicle, then I think the other car behind me is. But yeah, let's move on to the Entity MT. Great looking car. Unfortunately, it handles just like the Entity XR, so there's no real difference in buying the MT or XR for if you want a car for performance for like races and all that. The paint job for this isn't actually a crew color. It's like a metallic, I think, shafter purple with the pearlescent also being shafter purple, so this blends into each other. And of course, we have the yellow livery, the yellow stripe. And over here we have the Class A Tahoma Coupe. If the Tulip M100 isn't the free vehicle that came with the heist challenge, then it's this one, and it's one of the other. And I think this is like a sunset red. I don't really have the colors memorized for GTA, but I think this is a sunset red. I have a red don't know the name of that livery, but it's just a red little stripe. Yeah, it's a good looking car, a really nice looking car. But yeah, not really much more to say about that. Then over here we have the Journey 2, and so you could have easily modded this to be the Breaking Bad RV, but I didn't do that because I knew everybody was going to do that. And I kind of wanted the original of this, even though I never drive this. I just thought it's cool to have. It's cool to have RV and whatnot. So I got this little decal or livery right here. Not really much more to say about it. So let's move on over here to the Power Surge. Now this is an electric motorcycle. And I still think the Batty 801 and the Shitaro are easily tied for best of bikes for time trials and races. I don't recommend buying any other motorcycle, that's just my opinion, I could be wrong. But the Power Surge has like fantastic, this insane acceleration. I can go like from 0 to 60 in like the snap of a finger basically. It's a stupidly fast bike. It's just insanely fast, and also it's electric, so obviously it's gonna come with great acceleration. Not really much more to say about this bike really, but let's move on to the next vehicle. Now over here we got the Surfer Custom, and which is really weird because the name says Surfer Custom. I thought it was gonna be like a Benny's upgrade, but it's still a very tunable, customizable vehicle. And I know I said with the RV I want it to be original, but with this, I kind of didn't want to miss the opportunity to like not make it based off of the Truth Surfer from San Andreas. If you guys haven't played San Andreas, the character the Truth, he actually owns this exact vehicle with this exact paint job and livery. So I was like, you know what? Just to pay for homage for San Andreas, I thought I may as well mod this vehicle to look like that vehicle from San Andreas. And yeah, I think it looks really nice. I don't drive this vehicle at all. This is purely a collector's item for me. But yeah, let's move on to the next vehicle. Now this is the Eudora, and this could have been a Benny's vehicle, but it's not. And it's already expensive enough as it is, so I kind of understand why they did that. And yeah, it's just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful car. I remember I posted this on my community page on YouTube, and I just love, love, love this color. It reminds me of the cars from Mafia, the definitive edition. If you guys haven't played Mafia, the definitive edition, so there's a lot of cars that look just like this with the same exact paint job. This paint job cannot be found in the game; it's a crew color, so you would have to go on the Rockstar Social Club and edit the crew color to look like this. This also reminds me of those destroyed cars from Fallout 4. That's kind of what I was getting at a little bit when I was modding this car. A little bit of Mafia definitive version, and a little bit of Fallout 4. And yeah, it's a great looking car. I love driving around in it. It just looks fantastic. And it is a four-door. A lot of these lowrider type cars aren't four-doors. They're just two-seaters. But yeah, fantastic looking car. This looks great. And yeah, not much more to say about that. Now moving on to the Issy Rally. This is such an unnecessary car to have. We could have had any other car. Could have added like a Durango, like an Evo. They could have added anything, but they added another Issy. We have so many of these. The Issy Rally, the Issy Classic, the Issy Sport, the regular Issy. Nobody's asking for these, you know? And no, I don't think anybody really does rally races like that. The only races people actually do are stunt races and tuner races. Nobody really cares about rally races, so I don't know why they keep on adding these types of vehicles. Not really much more to say about this car. I think those rims are actually stock. I kind of gave it the double black stripe livery, the vented hood a little bit. Got the fog lights, it made it yellow. Kind of reminds me of Bumblebee, even though it's not a Camaro, obviously. And I don't really care for this car, but I just bought it, just buy it. You know, I had the money, so why not? And over here, the Broadway, another car that looks like a car from Mafia, the Definitive Edition. Fantastic looking car. This is a crew color. I'm not sure what the hex code is. I wish I knew. I would have it on screen. It's like a palish yellow. It's not in the, and you can't make this color in Los Angeles Customs, much like the Eudora over there. And yeah, I actually do like this car a lot. It looks really stylish, really nice. I wish it was a four-door, but it's not. But it's, like I said, it's a great looking car. I'm not sure what this feature is. I think this feature right here is like the swamp something up on the screen right now. What this is. Yeah, I really do like this car. Not much really more to say about that. But yeah, let's move on to the rest of the garage so you guys can see the rest of the vehicles from the Los Santos Drug War DLC. And now moving on to the Karen Hot Ring Everon. It's a good looking car. There was not a lot of customizations you could do with this at all. I kind of had like a clean build. I know you could have added liveries and all that good stuff, but it really wasn't a lot of customization to this, unfortunately, for a vehicle that's almost $2 million, and it was also a limited time vehicle. You'd think there'd be some customizations, but there isn't. And it does drive pretty good. Again, I don't do a lot of hot ring races, so I want to know how good this does around the track. But from what I've heard, people do say this does drive very well for hot ring races, but it's just not my type of vehicle. I like these like low to the ground type trucks, much like the Yosemite that came out with the Casino Heist DLC. But yeah, let's move on to the next vehicle, that being the Virtue. Now, you can either drop almost $3 million for this car like an idiot, or you can play it smart and do the first dose and last dose missions that came from DLC. And you can unlock this vehicle for free. You actually get it from Dr. Spoiler alert if you guys actually care for the last dose missions. You get it from Dr. Freelander after you hijack his plane and land it on the airstrip. After you do that mission, Dax goes ahead and he calls you and says, "Oh, by the way, we took Freelander's car. It's for you. You can have it." The acceleration, again, this is an electric vehicle, so obviously that's going to be the case. The acceleration is just insane with this vehicle. And of course, there's the Monitech to it. As you can see there, there's the armored plating for explosive resistance. And I also have the missile lock-on jammer for this. And it is just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful car. I'm not sure what color combination I have for this. I really don't, and I don't want to like recreate it because I might fuck it up. But yeah, the color I made for this Virtue with the pearlescent and the primary colors looks fantastic. Unfortunately, the big problem with this vehicle is that you can't throw sticky bombs out the window. and that's because Rockstar was lazy with the coding, and they basically gave it the same coding as the Acid Lab, so you can only use guns when you're doing drive-bys. You can't throw sticky bombs or any of that. So if you're like fighting an oppressor or a helicopter, use an Amani type vehicle that's not this. Do not use the Virtue. Use the Buffalo STX, the 300 XL Ranger, the 300R. Do any of those except for the Virtue. But the Virtue, see, even my character went first person on his own to even look at it. The Virtue is this amazing looking car. I love this car. I can't even stress enough like how great this car looks. Okay, let's move on to the next vehicle, Panthea. Now, this is based off of something called the Alpine. I've never heard of that car brand at all. It's called the Alpine. I believe it's a French car manufacturer. I thought this is based off of some kind of Porsche, but I guess not. And yeah, this is a crew color. It's a type of purple. I'm not sure exactly what hex code I used, but yeah, this crew color is a type of purple. So you're not gonna see this color in Los Angeles Customs unless you're like in my crew or in a crew of this exact color. And yeah, I just gave it a crew color. I thought it looked nice. Gave it like a ultra blue pearlescent, and I just added the French flag livery because this is a French manufactured vehicle. And yeah, moving on to the final car from the drip feed. This car was the last car of the drip feed. It took forever to come out, that being the Karen board. And it's an alright looking vehicle. It's based off of the Subaru Brat. And Subaru Japanese, I try to make it like a JDM type build. As you can see, I have like nice little livery. I have the, I believe I have tuner's tires. I think those tires are underneath the track build or street build, one or the other. And I have the tire lettering on the tire itself. And I tried to like replicate like a JDM type build, but obviously this is not like a JDM vehicle. It is Japanese, yeah, but it's not meant to be a JDM vehicle. That makes sense. And I do think it's a good vehicle. It's great off road. It can go up to like, it can basically go like a 90-degree angle up Mount Chiliad if you wanted to. I believe that as an olive green with a gasoline green pearlescent. I could be wrong. I don't really like have these written down what color combinations I use with primary and pearlescent. But from what I'm looking at, it looks like an olive green with a gasoline green pearlescent. I could be wrong. But honestly, this being the last vehicle for the Drug War DLC, the way they stretched out the drip feed for this DLC was honestly ridiculous. We've actually went like a whole month without adding a vehicle. That being in December, they waited a whole month to not add a vehicle, and they only added a power surge during that time. And then they would just skip weeks to not add a vehicle. It was just terrible, honestly. But I did have fun with this DLC overall. I did like the missions. I did like that they added the Acid Lab business. And I do like the majority of these vehicles in this DLC. So I don't think this DLC, like I said before in the beginning when this DLC first came out, this DLC, easily a 6 out of 10. It's not the worst DLC ever, but yeah. So if you guys did like my garage tour, did go on to enjoy this video, like and comment would be appreciated, and subscribe new to the channel. Let me know what your favorite car is from my garage, your least favorite. Did you buy all the vehicles like I did? Did you just buy the ones you wanted? Did you miss out on like limited time vehicles? Because there was a hell of a lot of those for this DLC for no reason. Like, why the hell did they make the fucking Mini Cooper a limited time vehicle? God fucking knows. But yeah, like I said before, Jesus Christ. Like I said before, if you guys did go on to this video, like and comment will be appreciated. Subscribe new to the channel. And yeah, with all that out of the way, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, everybody.